Hi, I'm Mike. My call sign is Mike Zero X-Ray Mike X-Ray. And as you may know, if you've seen any of my live streams or had a look at my YouTube channel, you'll know that for the last couple of years I've used a Flex radio, which is an SDR, software defined radio. And you'll have probably seen quite a few videos of close-ups, screenshots, and me using it live. However, I think I've made the decision that I'm going to move away from the Flex, probably to something like an Icon 7300 or maybe even a Yaesu FTdx10. Now, I'll tell you the reason why. Basically, I've got so much noise here, and you'll see this shortly when I fire up the Flex, that I've made the decision that I'm going to go more portable. For HF as well. So I'm really going to downscale my home base operations, which means getting rid of the Flex. Unfortunately, the Flex isn't really a device that will lend itself perfectly to portable use. So anyway, hope you enjoy the video. I'm going to talk you through a few of the bits about what the Flex can do and the way it looks. Now, for those of you that don't know the way that a Flex looks, I'm going to put a picture of it just here. Now, as you can see, this is nothing more than a box, okay? It's the box that does all of the hard work as far as being a radio is concerned. So your aerials plug into there, your microphone can plug into there, all of that. But all of the interesting bits happen in software, and the software runs on a PC. So what you're going to be looking at in a minute is my PC, my desktop at home. No radios, so there's no radios that are included in this this sale, other than the box, which is the Flex. Okay. So anyway, let's take a look at my desktop. Right. Okay. So this is the Smart SDR. This is the software that is available for controlling the Flex. And it's really important to say at this stage that unlike a lot of the radios that you see like the 101 and the FTdx10, those have outputs to go off to monitors, but that's really all they are, is an output. There's no input. So everything that you control on those radios, although you can see it on a big screen, you actually still control it on the radio itself. This, as you'll see here, literally my desktop is a keyboard and a mouse, okay? And everything that I do with the radio, I will do with the keyboard and mouse. So let's just make that bigger. Now what we're looking at here is 40 meters. We can see at the top here, 7.167. You might be able to hear it in the background. So because this is coming through my PC, this is coming through the sound card, the speakers that are attached to my PC. It's important also to say at this stage that just because the box is sat under my desk, it's irrelevant. I could be sat in a completely other part of the world using a laptop or even an iPad, okay? Everything that you're going to see me do here is totally unconnected from the fact that the Flex is sat under my desk, okay? So for instance, if I wanted to play radio, but I was maybe ill in bed, I could take my laptop up to the bedroom, and then on Wi-Fi I could do exactly the same as what you're seeing here, using the microphone that's in my laptop, the speakers that are in my laptop, and also the PTT button, which would be the spacebar. Okay, so what you're seeing here is, as I say, 40 meters. We've got all the way from 6 meters to 160 meters available to us. This particular radio has got 2 antenna inputs. It's also got an automatic antenna tuner. So on 40 meters, let's just have a quick look. Okay, there's a big signal there.
Everything was running late. Anyway, you're
just turn the volume up a little bit.
At the moment, Ray, it's a sunny day here, quite warm.
If we want to just QSY down to here, for instance, have a look at this signal. Another big signal here. So all the time, all I'm doing is clicking the mouse button. I can also drag the band, so I can move the band up and down. I can shrink the band so I can see more signals elsewhere. Down here we've got FT8. I'll talk about FT8 in a short while. What else? We can expand the band, so let's just have a quick look. This gives us a more close-up look at the actual signals that are coming in. Click there. Okay. So probably you're looking around the screen as I'm talking here. You can see here on the right hand side RF power. So this is 100%, this is 29%, this is 73%. Okay. Maximum power output from this box is 100 watts. If I wanted to tune, so we'll just put it off frequency, press tune. Okay, it's tuned already. If I wanted to use the ATU, there you go, that's tuned and memorized. So now when I press the tune to check whether it's tuned, there it is. Various different microphone profiles, so we can set up whatever microphone we're using, and we can also create our own. You have got a MOX facility, so it can actually detect when you're talking and then transmit. Up here we've got the power output and also the SWR, as you've probably seen. Moving a little bit further down to the more interesting bits, we've also got a voice, a compression, a processor, and also the ability to be able to listen to our own transmission. Choosing between the two antennas is really, really simple. I'll show you that in a second. Various different bands and modes, noise reduction, parametric equalizer for both TX and RX. What we can also do as well, let me see if I can find somewhere, okay, so on this one, for instance, you might see, if I just expand it a little bit, there's some interfering station in the middle. I saw it pop up just there. Now what I can do is I can create a notch filter, right click, create notch filter, and then I can put that somewhere else. So there, I think it is. Make it a bit bigger. So now when that interfering signal pops up, it won't affect what we can hear. And I can leave that there, so that notch filter stays in place. It's called a tracking notch filter. And we can use various different methods to make it more suitable or less suitable for the type of interference it is. Let's just delete it. What else to show you? Okay, so let's just show you the equalizer. So turn it on. You probably heard the difference there. Okay, let's look at profiles. So the easiest way to change band, well, the easiest way to change band is just to click this button up here and then select which band you want to go on, okay? That's the easiest way to change the band. However, what you can do, which is really clever with Flex, up here under profiles, you can select and you can create your own profile. So it could be that on 20 meters you want to use a Radio Sport headset, on 40 meters or 80 meters you want to use a really nice, rich sounding Rode microphone. So therefore you can physically set it up so that on 20 meters, when you click a profile for 20 meters, it will actually change all of this. It will change your graphic equalizer, it will change your microphone, it will change whether your processor's on, all that kind of stuff. So it's really, really quick to get straight into the way that you want to work. Another really good example of that is WSJTX. Now, I haven't got the software loaded up at the moment, but I can show you that in a second. But if I wanted to do WSJTX on 10 meters, for instance, then just by clicking that profile, you'll see on the right-hand side of the screen, various things will change. I'll just turn the volume down. So number one, what it's done on the microphone is it's set it up for a profile called WSJTX, okay? And it will do various things with the graphic equalizer, like it will turn it off and it will turn off processor. It will do a few other things, okay? So it's totally customizable to you. What you'll see is it's also done is it's automatically changed the frequency to the WSJTX frequency. So it's really, really easy to use the Flex in conjunction with a piece of software like JTDX or WSJTX, something like that, to do digimodes. Let's go to 40 meters again. Okay, we've already been. Let's try 10. Okay, SSB 10 meters. You'll see that I've got quite a lot of noise here, and I know that, and that's the reason why working from home isn't really possible for me. Now, my 10 meter beam is on antenna port 2, okay? So you can see at the moment it's selected on antenna port 2. And this is the way that you can set it up in profiles. So if I change now to 40 meters, you'll see that it will change to antenna port 1. Okay, so there it is, it's changed to antenna port 1. So let's just go back to 10. Oops, that was WSJTX10. So there you go, let's change back to 10. Let's get rid of that notch filter, because that isn't necessary now, so delete that. Yeah, as I say, unfortunately, the band for me is yeah, not very usable. You can see lots and lots of interference. And equally, that's the same with 80 meters. You'll see that there's lots and lots of interference. That's also changed over to antenna port 1. So really, to a large extent, my most usable band is 40 meters. Let's just drag that down, drag that up. So you'll see there's a fair bit of activity on there. It's on antenna port 1 now. Let's just double click off and let's just check it's tuned. Yes, it is. Turn the volume up a little bit. Right, what else can I show you? We've got like 2 VFOs on this. So for instance, like possibly your radio that you've got VFO A and VFO B. We can also do the same thing here just by opening up what's called another slice, okay? So effectively 2 VFOs. So here we've got a slice on 40 meters, and let's just drag this down. Here we've got another slice on 40 meters, so let's just change this one. We can change it simply by selecting another profile, or we can select just using the number keypad. So there you go, 2 slices, one on 80, one on 40. We can only transmit on one at any one time, and then we simply select which one we want to transmit on just by clicking on that button there. There's lots and lots I could show you. I'm trying to keep it as simple as possible because I don't want to scare you. Let's just minimize this for a second, and let me just show you how easy it is to do digimodes, WSJTX, that kind of thing. So I'll just pause the video here. I'm just going to restart it with in digimode. Okay, so let's have a look how easy it is to do digimodes. So first of all, load Smart SDR. Now, because this is using a computer, it's really easy to integrate other bits of software to it. So for instance, let's load up Log4OM. Now, Log4OM and the Flex using Smart SDR talk to each other. So what you'll notice is they'll both be on the same frequency. Let's just get rid of this second. There you go. Okay, so they're both on the same frequency, and if I change frequency on here, it will change frequency on Log4OM. So we know that whenever we log something, we're always logging on exactly the same frequency. Now let's load up JTDX. I use this rather than WSJTX, I just prefer it for no other reason. Okay, now what you'll probably see is it's loaded it up on a couple of different screens, just because that's the way I use it. So I have one screen with my Smart SDR software, one screen with my JTDX, and one screen with Log4OM, and a few other screens mixed into the equation. But anyway, all of these are talking to each other, so they all know what they're doing. First of all, what we want to do is change the profile to, let's say for instance, WSJTX on 10 meters, okay? So now instantly, let me just put this on the same screen so that you can actually see it. Okay, there you go. Let's just tidy this screen up a little bit. This is how easy it is to use this system. Everything is on one screen. You're using the mouse, and there you go. So we're now picking up FT8 calls on 10 meters. And let's just check that I am tuned. Let's just key off, and okay, let's just tune that a little bit better. Okay, right, let's just go back to 10 meter calling frequency on WSJTX. There we go. So, let's see if we can answer a call. Let's see if we can. This is how easy it is. We'll just wait for someone to call CQ, and then we'll just respond to them. Okay, there's somebody in Belarus. Let's just respond to him. Now, the only reason I'm showing you FT8, not that I'm thinking for a minute that this is the reason why you would buy a Flex. However, it's very, very easy to set up. And because all of this software runs on the same PC, and I have actually got a PC which, for the price, I'm happy to include. It's all set up, ready to go. If I just load up Internet Explorer and just have a look at PSK Reporter, for instance. There you go, there's PSK Reporter. And what you'll see, oh, I am getting out, okay. So yeah, getting out quite well actually. I don't know why he has heard me. Okay, so what you'll see here is we have just had a QSO, and if I go back to Log4OM now and go recent QSOs, you should see, there you go, there's that station, and it's just been logged. So, and also you can see up here that Log4OM is telling me that I've been spotted as well. So there you go, FT8, 10 meters is clearly working very well for me. So there you go, I hope you enjoyed that little video. There's not a lot to show you by showing you the physical box, because if you're the sort of operator that likes dials and knobs and meters and switches and all that kind of stuff, the Flex is absolutely not the radio for you. If, however, you're excited by using a computer and software, and you can see that using this is just, it's just a completely different way of doing it. And as long as you don't get scared by using software on a computer, this will be the most enjoyable radio that you've probably ever bought. And as I say, I would not be moving away from Flex unless it was the fact that I'm going to be using a radio more portable. I know for a fact that to a large extent, I'm a bit worried that I might regret it. I'm sure I will. But I haven't got the funds to have that many radios, so there you go. Anyway, any questions, feel free, drop me an email, and you can contact me at, well, the email address is just here. And yeah, thanks for watching. And there's loads of other videos as well if you want to go to my YouTube channel. There's loads of other videos that you can see of me playing radio. Alright, take care for now, bye bye.